What's up people, welcome to another Arcane afternoon. In this video I'm showing you how to play the Ursoth event and how to make the most gold from it. So first of all, this event is an energy based event and still the best place to farm energy is in the Hauntlet. In the Hauntlet you can farm over 100 energy an hour. I already made a video about how to farm energy the most efficient in Hauntlet, so you can watch that video as well. But now to the event. First, let's have a look at the tier rewards. So for bronze tier, you get a ancient symbols banner. For silver tier, you get a noble title and 5 mystical Elondian chests. In these Elondian chests, you can loot energy kits and blood grub visages, which sell for over 2 million gold. And you can loot a heroic Stagos egg, which looks pretty familiar. Anyways, for gold tier you get a Hunestra pet, 2 massive ancestral gods crates and 50 crate keys, which are not tradable but is still nice to have. And for plat tier you get a permanent farmer's elixir, 50 bound elite awakening gems. There might be a awakening event coming after the Ursoth event, because last time they did the same thing. Right before the awakening event they dropped 50 elite awakening gems for plat tier, and you can also loot a badge which is tradable. So now let's have a look at the leaderboard rewards. In this event there's only top 25 rewards and not top 50, which I'm not a fan of. Honestly, I think there should always be top 50 rewards, but the top 25 rewards are pretty cool. This banner is going to sell for a lot, and the wings are also pretty decent. In total, these two vanities are probably going to sell for around 100 million gold, and you get 100 angs. In my opinion, they should have added some platinum and also some jewel, like precise finesse jewel here, but the rewards are still decent. And the top 10 rewards is a title with crosses. I actually also have a title with crosses, the Gallant title, but I actually don't really remember from which event I got this one. I don't think it was from the Ursoth event, but yeah. So the next thing is the vanity, and this is by far the most expensive item you're going to get from the leaderboard rewards. This vanity is probably going to sell for around 500 million gold, maybe even more. Then you get a flawless finesse jewel kit. So here you get the jewel, but for top 25 you don't get it. That doesn't make sense. And you also don't get any platinum. You get 100 angs, which is completely useless. I don't know why you get 100 angs. You can literally buy 100 angs for like 20,000 gold in auction. And then you get a badge, which is going to sell for maybe 70 million gold at best, maybe less, maybe 60 million. So yeah, these were the rewards. Now let's have a look at the event map. In the event map you have to clear quite a few mobs before you can fight the boss. The mobs are really strong, and if you don't have Kraken gear, it's going to be really difficult to clear the map. So you can't really get any crazy loot from the bosses, so you can only grind points for your tiers. And also I figured out that you actually don't need to play that much to reach plat tier. As long as you're playing with someone who is plat tier, you can actually boost, because if he remaps, you're always going to get plat tier bosses, so you're actually going to hit plat tier in about 80 runs. I already hit plat tier with 2 accounts, and in both it took me about 80 runs. So just try to find someone who is plat tier and then run with that person, and you will always get the last 2 bosses, and mainly only the last boss. You can also use blood grub dolls to fight the blood grub boss, but this is not really worth it because the dolls are so expensive and the boss doesn't really drop anything. So it's not worth it unless you're running for leaderboard, and it only takes 80 runs anyways to hit plat tier, so it's really not worth it to run with dolls. So from the bosses you're going to get tokens, which you can spend at the vendor, and the first thing you can buy is a vanity, which looks really good on the rogue. The helmet and the outfit is pretty cool. The bow is not that great, and the dagger is also not that great. Then you can also buy some vanity weapons, which look pretty decent. For warrior it looks really cool, but the best thing you can buy is the forest leaf chest. They only cost 30 tokens and you can sell them in auction for about 100,000 gold each. At the vendor you can also buy a key for 25,000 gold each and then go into the Mystic Enclave, but I'm actually not quite sure if it's worth to run this map because you don't get any event event points, and you also don't get any tokens as far as I'm aware of. So to make a lot of gold in this event, there's two ways. Either you run for leaderboard. For top 25 you will get about 100 million gold, and for top 10 you will get over 500 million gold. And the other way is just to hit plat tier with multiple accounts. I already got 2 accounts to plat tier, and every time you're going to get 50 keys and 50 elite awakening gems. If you bought 50 elite awakening gems right now, they would be around 13 million gold. And if you consider that there's probably going to be an awakening event after Ursoth, it's really worth it to get a bunch of these elite awakening gems. And you also get a badge and some other items like the locks, which you can always sell. So it's really worth it to just run for plat tier with multiple accounts. So yeah, this is already it with the video. I'm rating this event an 8 out of 10. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.